Guys, what is going on? Welcome to episode 4 of Train with Me. And today, man, we got a lot to talk about. I actually did a lot of filming here for this session. So I was doing a review called the G Path Review. And you'll see a lot of this footage that we actually include the app on my phone while I'm training. Now, as you can read from the title, this is a 405 squat day, 405 pounds for 3 reps. And honestly, I was a little nervous going into this. I really didn't want to do it, although I know a lot of people get very excited about doing their heavy sets and heavy days, but I was procrastinating the whole day and I was feeling kind of sluggish. So regardless, I got in the gym. I still did it anyways, face my fears, and that's kind of the whole point of powerlifting anyways, is to go in there and do what you don't want to do and come out feeling stronger. Now, the 315 wasn't my initial warm-up. It was just footage I was using previous. So I did 135, 225, and then I got to 315. I did that for about 5 reps, I believe. Now we're at 365 pounds, and we're going to do this as a warm-up as well. So I believe we do 365, and then we do one more warm-up, and then we hit 405 for a set of 3. Everything was going really well up to my top set of my second rep of my 405. Things felt very smooth, felt great. But it got to a point where I actually wasn't able to finish my top set, or not my top set, but my working sets, and I was really frustrated with that. So let's see how this warm-up goes though. Now, as you do your warm-ups more and more, the whole point is to increase the weight and lower your reps so that you save a little bit of strength and energy for, of course, your top set. And in this case, it's 405. Now, something that I really, I don't know if you noticed this, but I'm actually wearing my shirt backwards. My shirt right now is on backwards, and no one told me this until the very end of my gym session. So we are going from 365 to 385. So I believe this is actually 395. So we're doing 395 as my second warm-up, which really should have been 385, but I think I just miscalculated a little bit. And honestly, that felt harder and looked harder than it should, because in that moment, I genuinely thought it was actually 385, but turns out it was 395. So based off of that, I realized, I was like, okay, I think 405 could move quite well. Now you'll notice that my first rep is pretty awesome. My second rep is when I realized I actually pulled something in my groin a little bit. It got really tight afterwards, but I still finished it on my third rep. So let's see how all 3 go here. And of course, you always want to make sure you lift safely. So I have 2 spotters on the side and a couple people that are watching me from afar. So of course, all we're doing is bracing, breathing into the belt, getting you in position. So first rep was awesome. It flew. Second one, I felt a little bit of tightening, and I actually lose a little bit of balance there, so that took a little bit longer my third rep. And then the third rep was my lowest and slowest one, but I probably could have done another one, so that was like an RPE 9. So my max, I could probably do 425 on squats right now. And so here I actually tried doing a working set. So this is supposed to be 365 for 5 reps. But I did my first one and I experienced some really sharp pain in my groin. So I decided to chill out. And then I did another one. Also, if you want more information on exactly what I'm doing with this phone, it's actually called G Path Review, and I have the video up. I'll leave the link in my description down below if you want to see the full review. Basically, it counts your reps for you and it's like magic. So I actually tried lowering the weight to 315 as well to see if I could do those, but I still had some sharp pain. So I did the smart thing. I honestly just avoided all of it. I didn't do my working sets, which is kind of sucks, because although as much as I hate doing it, I also love the feeling of my squats after when I finish a set of heavy squats. So moving on, we're going to bench here. We're doing 135. We're warming up. If you guys can see, this video is not sponsored by GPath, but as you guys can see, I have a little device on the bar, and basically it measures at each rep and it counts the velocity as well. And yeah, it just counts them and shows you on your phone. It's pretty awesome. I really love it, and I love using it. Next, we got 225, and we're doing this as another warm-up. I have been pretty tight shoulders lately, so it's really important that I try to warm it up as much as I possibly can. Now, I think we have 240 for 1. And these are supposed to be paused bench as well, so I'm doing my best to pause at the bottom. And I believe this is 250 for 1, and then my last one is 260. So this is my top single for 260. Which is supposed to be like 8.5, and I think I think I nailed it there. So now we got our working sets. We're doing 225 for a set of 4 for 4 to 5, I believe. I think it's 4. That's 2 reps. 3. And 4. So I guess we're doing sets of 4. Here's another set. And I believe this is my last set. So always make sure that you want to make your last set your best set. And honestly, I can't complain. The 225 is moving a lot better than I expected, so really happy with that. And then we're moving our accessories, and we still have the shirt on backwards, which really, I could not believe no one told me about it. So again, we're using the little device on the magnet to track how many reps and how fast I do it. We're doing the cable rope tricep here, and yeah, it's nothing crazy. Oh, I guess we're not. We're using the tricep bar. I've maxed it out. I wish I had more weight. Not a flex. I believe we're trying to go for about 12 reps, maybe potentially more. 12 to 15, I think I have in the program. Sometimes I think I'm doing them wrong, or maybe I'm not isolating my triceps enough, but I don't know. Leave a comment down below if you feel like I'm doing it right or wrong. If you have more suggestions, let me know. This is my second set, and again, I just watching my phone track the sets and the reps, which is really nice. So yeah. And then we are doing our bicep curls with the bar. I used to do it with the dumbbells, but because I have the GPath device now, which by the way, this video is not sponsored, I switched to bicep curls instead with the bar, with the cable. I like it a lot more because I have a little bit more tension, and I feel like I can control the weight a little bit more. So I don't know, I got bored of dumbbells, I'm using cables, and I'm really happy and excited about that. So yeah. And honestly, I don't really care about biceps. I mainly do it just for elbow tendonitis and to keep my elbows healthy. And this is the program, guys. Make sure you take a screenshot of it or use it to your advantage. I'll be sure to drop a full PDF at some point of the entire workout. By the way, I do finish with dumbbell press as well towards the end. And just to let you guys know, this was actually my day 3 Wednesday. This was on March 11th. Because I really wanted to capture my heavy squats. And I think actually I made a mistake and I didn't update the actual weight. So just a heads up, the actual weight that I did was again 405 for a triple. So make sure you guys make note of that. And with that being said, guys, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you keep following. I'll have another video for the next week, and let's get jacked together. Let's lift together. Peace.